अस्सलाम वालेकुम नाजरीन एंड वेलकम टू शफील्ड वॉरियर्स यूट्यूब चैनल। और फिर एक बार आपके साथ मैं हाजिर हूँ, अदील रऊफ। और मेरे साथ आज फिर से जैन है टू ब्रेक डाउन व्हाट इज रियली हैपनिंग इन द लास्ट फ्यू मैचेस ऑफ द वर्ल्ड T20। इट्स इन द सुपर 8 फेज, बल्कि सुपर 8 फेज हैज फिनिश्ड इन द वेस्ट इंडीज एंड वी गॉट आवर फोर्थ सेमीफाइनलिस्ट। तो आज उनसे कुछ बात करते हैं उसके बारे में। तो वेलकम जैन।
Thank you, Dilbhai. Glad to cover this bizarre tournament.
सुपर एट्स बिलाखिर खत्म हो गया और द लास्ट फ्यू मैचेस वर रियली up and down, very fluctuating, with some upsets. And the most
Yeah,
notable upset was Australia is out of this tournament.
yeah, that was a big shock. I mean, they're generally monsters in the international tournaments. You
Mm.
always expect them to go deep, and then more or less they do end up winning it. But jab nahi bhi jeete, to they're still thereabouts in the semifinals, finals.
Yeah.
But Afghanistan, it's sort of a fairy tale story. Like last tournament, I remember they almost beat Australia, but Maxwell single-handedly took
Yeah.
them over the line.
Yeah.
So is the sort of justice has been served.
मैक्सवेल ने कोशिश बड़ी की लेकिन इस बार वो आउट हो गया क्योंकि उसका एक बहुत अच्छा कैच नूर ने पकड़ा। एंड once he
Yeah,
was down, Afghanistan in the field were very good, and Australia could not match up in Ernest Vale chasing that score. Um,
yeah.
but still, Australia had a chance if they beat India, जो कि
Hmm.
मैच था सेंट लूसिया में, हाई स्कोरिंग मैच। लेकिन इंडिया स्कोर्ड अ लॉट ऑफ रन्स, 205 उन्होंने किया, और फिर ऑस्ट्रेलिया almost trying to chase it down was just a score too much for them.
Yeah, well, India wala match mein to I was talking to a lot of Indian friends of mine, and the World Cup final wounds were still fresh, and this was a revenge match for them. It was personal, and Rohit Sharma, the way he played it, it felt like he still had that on the back of his mind, and
Yeah,
he was just amazing. And if you go back to that World Cup, he started off really well, and he
yeah,
got out trying to play a shot. It was a pretty good catch.
yeah,
So is the he went deep 92 runs, and really set the platform for them. Despite Kohli's struggles pretty much throughout the tournament, he hasn't been able to get going. So they've needed everyone else to contribute. And
yeah,
Bakiyon, they chipped in with runs, but it was majority Rohit Sharma. Yeah, I remember at one point it was Rohit Sharma had like about, I think he had 60 or 70 runs, and everyone else combined was like on 11 because strike ही
yeah,
hog कर रहा था when yeah
yeah,
Kohli was on a duck. So
yeah.
yeah, really exceptional performance from him.
So I think Kuldeep Yadav bowled very well in the middle, the spinovers, and of course
Yeah.
there's Jasprit Bumrah, so their bowling was really good. Having lost that match, Australia had a very thin line कि overnight जो match होगा in Kingstown between Afghanistan and Bangladesh had three probably repercussions. Maybe Afghanistan needed a win to go through, simple win.
Yeah,
Bangladesh needed to win by a good run rate to qualify.
61 runs, I believe.
And if Bangladesh just get the win over Afghanistan, not getting it by the run rate, तो फिर Australia would still go. लेकिन what a match that was. Everybody was so jittery and anxious about, nobody wanted to win at one point with rain.
Yeah, yeah, the rain. Then Afghanistan, Naveen ul Haq, I believe. No, it was Gulbuddin Naib who pretended to have a hamstring injury and then he fell
Yeah.
down.
Then he started to
Yeah,
ball
it
as
was,
well. फिर उसने bowling भी कराना शुरू कर दी.
yeah, he took a wicket as well. Everything was happening, and I mean, first innings ke baad tak, you felt like all three results were in play.
Yeah.
And then Bangladesh just never really. I felt they were scared to take initiative. They didn't want to throw the match away, and were just end tak खींचते गए. And then वो Rashid Khan का जो spell था ना, in which he took two key wickets.
Yeah.
I felt like that turned the match. And DLS पे भी then Bangladesh, sorry, fell 2 runs behind, and then उसके बाद से just never really got in front. तो वो तो yeah, full credit to Afghanistan. They went for it and they believed till the end. And
Yeah.
बस उनका वही था. I feel like just try to extend this match as long as possible and take it to the ladder overs and then let pressure do its thing.
Mm.
Or which
Yeah.
I saw a couple of Australians post about the they call it rain string. They try to fake injuries to get prolong the match ताकि बारिश हो जाए. And yeah, I felt like it didn't go down well down under.
Yeah. So we've got our four semifinalists. Of course, Afghanistan made it. India was already there from that group. And before that, South Africa or England made it. England, by virtue of a convincing win against USA, and South Africa took out the hosts, West Indies. So you've got South Africa versus Afghanistan in the semifinal. Then you've got India versus England at Providence in Guyana on Thursday. So
Yeah.
what do you think about
Uh,
this semifinals?
Yeah, one semi-final. I guess you pretty much had those two down to be in the semis.
Yeah.
India-England matchup.
Okay.
I had that
Yeah.
same matchup, and
Yeah.
then on the other side, South Africa. I thought they would make it to the semis, but Afghanistan total. Uh, it's like I guess it's sort of a bonus run for them, and I don't think they'll feel any pressure at all in the semifinals. They know, especially knowing South Africa's history in these games and how nervous they will be, especially this
Mm.
time they're heavy favorites, which
Yeah.
is usually not a role they're in.
Yeah.
They're always at last World Cup. Maybe they are Australia. They're underdogs, so added pressure of that. And you have Afghanistan's bowlers in fine form. Fazal Farooqi.
Mm.
Uh, you have Rashid Khan, Nabi Naib. So yeah, I think they're with a very good shot to take out South Africa.
And I don't think South Africa has made it to the final of a World Cup, has it?
Yeah, I think semi-final
It's
kryptonite
the
है उनका.
best. The
Yeah,
best performance semifinal. Afghanistan is in its first semifinal. England are the defending champions, and India has actually won the first ever T20, but not since.
yeah, yeah,
So it's going to be quite interesting. Hope the rain stays away. Like, and we've got
yeah,
some really good performances this World Cup from some interesting, new bowlers have taken the lead, and there have been batsmen who've starred as well. Afghanistan being having
good bars. I believe most runs.
Gurbaz has most runs, or Haq Farooqi still having a thin edge in the lead for
Yeah,
wickets. Rashid
yeah.
Rashid is also coming close. But
Arshdeep one behind. Yeah,
बिल्कुल तो
yeah.
इन्हीं में से कोई निकलेगा बेस्ट बैट्समैन और बेस्ट
Yeah, yeah. It seems like यही है. And on the batting side, Travis Head was top until now they're knocked out and
yeah,
eventually overtaken. But
yeah,
yeah, he had a really good tournament as well.
he had a good.
Kohli, तो I just don't understand क्या हो रहा है. He
I think
just
is he due a big innings in one of these matches then?
you would think so. Like it has to come at one point or another. I don't think there's ever been a tournament
Hmm.
that he's had with such a bad average and overall poor performance. And England ke against, they will need him because
Yeah.
England ki bhi explosive batting and
Hmm.
it's I think it's too much pressure for Rohit Sharma to go the way he plays, and then having him be one of the like most crucial batsmen for them. They need that sort of safety net in Kohli, I think.
Hmm.
And knockouts, mein to you need everyone pitching in, so it's gonna be quite an intriguing match.
I think Kohli इस बार क्योंकि opening भी कर रहा है, it's a different kind of a role. It doesn't come as an opener, तो
Yeah, that's true.
थोड़ा सा
Rishabh Pant, why isn't he opening? He's opened in T20s.
yeah. I don't know. They're
Yeah,
stuck with Rohit Sharma and Kohli now. So I don't
yeah,
think that's probably going to change in the semi-final. They're probably going to keep it like it is because Rohit Sharma is in good form.
yeah, बिल्कुल. Kuldeep Yadav का भी बड़ा interesting था. He didn't play in the US leg, and then they brought him in for the
Yeah, I think the
Super
wickets
8s.
over there were more suited towards because they were going to play in New York. Primarily,
Yeah,
it
yeah,
was much more pace bowlers wicket, so they had more
yeah.
pace
So
bowlers.
good management, I'd say. They've
Yeah,
shuffled the team well according to the conditions.
yeah. So
Mm.
अब देखते हैं. So let's see what happens. It's going to be interesting. Next few matches, of course, semifinals always are very key and tough match. It
Mhm.
लेकिन yeah, thanks for joining me और इंशाल्लाह फिर तुम्हारे साथ after the semifinals we'll get in touch, see what happens.
Yep, definitely excited to see what happens.
ओके जी. तो नाजरीन अब तक के लिए इतना ही. फिर एक और प्रोग्राम के साथ हाजिर होंगे. तब तक के लिए इजाजत दीजिए. अल्लाह हाफिज.
Last